up. The nigga puff like he called up. The nigga puff like he called. We should kick it on telephone and shit after the made shit.
Right.
And then nigga be like, matter of fact, they sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the shit y'all saw. Oh, we should kick it on telephone and shit after the made shit.
Right.
And then nigga be like, matter of fact, they sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the shit.
The recent release of video showing a possible disagreement between 50 Cent and Meek Mill has caught the attention of the hip-hop community. The video, which appeared online, seems to show the two rappers having a serious conversation. In it, Meek appears to tell 50 Cent not to share private information. This moment has sparked many opinions and questions about trust, loyalty, and how things really work behind the scenes in music. 50 Cent, whose real name is Curtis Jackson, is a well-known rapper, actor, and businessman. He became famous for songs like In Da Club and Candy Shop, and has made a name for himself in both entertainment and business.
What's going on, my brother?
How you
doing? Man. Yo, it's Groove here?
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Happy birthday. It's fabulous. The only nigga that got the name that I want. It ain't get happy birthday to you.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah.
Let's take a shot for that, boy.
Oh, my mouth a little dry. Let me drink some more. Okay. But
No, it's your show today, Dad.
No.
The one thing I've been you got questions?
okay. Groove. Come here, Groove.
Yeah, Fab. Fab talking the floor in fifth.
Hey, yo, Rastafari. Hey, yo.
Fab walked in.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said let me pick it up.
was talking the
That's
floor.
why I said I gotta pick it up from right
No.
there. This why I gotta pick it up from right there.
Look at this nigga.
Fab did Groove. Go ahead.
No, Groove.
Killing.
Look. Come tell the story. Groove, we're intoxicated.
Listen.
Oh, Groove, you helping me build that beautiful, nice guy, Rastafari brand of yours, huh? I
come
see you,
in,
man.
I'm walking in at that hallway right there.
Bag at Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my
Chance with you. I
bag
like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
It's
scrambling
right
and
here.
scraping for shit.
No. I got
I
notes
like
and
that.
shit. You know, I'll be practicing. I got
Yeah,
notes
there you
and
go.
shit.
Got your notes?
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go with that one.
Make a
That
wish.
one.
Just blow it out. It's your birthday every day.
Every day's your birthday on Drink
Okay.
Champs, goddammit. I'm in. Okay. We ain't fucking with that. I got notes now. I'm trying to get my life together.
I want to taste the vegan
Yo,
cake.
Fendi, what's going on?
Robert Rymeek Williams, known as Meek Mill, is also a respected rapper and is known for speaking out about criminal justice reform. Even though he's dealt with legal troubles and public challenges, he remains a strong voice in the music world. The video in question seems to show a private talk between him and 50 Cent. During the clip, Meek Mill warns 50 Cent about sharing certain details. While we don't know exactly what was said, the conversation hints that Meek is worried about private information being made public without his okay.
Diddy at one point, right?
Yeah, I wrote a couple records. Yeah, it was a couple records. I don't really remember the exact records though.
How did they come about though? Him reaching out to you for you to write for him?
I did that early in my career when I first signed with Rockefeller. Yeah, it was a little bidding war. Yeah, I got the call from Puff, and me, him, and Nas was going to do a record together. Then I wound up staying at the studio doing a couple records.
That's news to me, man. So he was trying to sign you to Bad Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's news right there, yo.
I could have been that Bad Boy. I could have been with Rough Riders. Couple spots.
Why didn't you sign a Bad Boy?
I was already committed to Rockefeller. I ain't signed no contract yet, but it was already done.
When you look back in hindsight, do you regret it?
Being signed to Rockefeller?
Yeah.
Hell no. No, I don't regret that at all.
So when you look back at your career, knowing that you could have been at Bad Boy or Rough Riders, you still, if you could go back, you would still sign.
You listen to that question you just asked me. Bad Boy or Rough Riders. Maybe Rough Riders. But right now, in hindsight, looking at things, nah.
Right.
Nah. Nah.
I feel you, man. I feel you. But I gotta ask you, man. I gotta ask you this. How you feel about the situation Diddy going through right now?
Man. It's wild. You know, y'all got that game pause. They stopped saying pause and now it's no Diddy. That's a bad joint. That's bad. Man, no Diddy.
Have you ever been to his parties?
Not one. Not one. Not one. Ever.
Yo, have you heard about him though?
Yeah. Yeah, you hear about them parties? Nah. That wasn't for me. No, sir.
What you hear about him?
Same thing everybody else heard about him.
One part of the clip seems to suggest someone saying, yeah, you heard about those parties. No, that wasn't me. Since the video came out, fans and media have been buzzing with ideas about what Meek Mill might be trying to keep quiet. Some say it could be personal, while others think it might be business-related. But none of this is confirmed. Social media has helped spread the story fast. Clip went viral, getting millions of views and starting big conversations. Both 50 Cent and Meek Mill haven't said much directly, but they have posted vague messages online, which has made people even more curious.
It was with Nori and Fab and Jada and everybody. They made a compilation video of you because they said you were sounding real suspect on the interview.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Of course,
did he see that?
No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
I swear to God.
Come on, man. You saw that on World Star and on the gram.
Check this out. When they started playing the game, the pause game, I would definitely...
That came from Harlem, too, by the way.
Yeah, came from Harlem. I definitely would say some, oh my, ooh, the crowd would be like, whoa, did he just say that? You know what I'm saying? I don't play games, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I don't play games. But, yeah.
Did you
compilation? Nah, I was coming off of being in Miami a night of partying. I don't really remember what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play some.
Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, when you put my bag
Daddy, I
in,
like when you
it's right
scrambling
here,
and scraping for
No.
shit.
That was you.
Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
He's like, I don't know what I was talking about.
Hey. Nah. I mean, I was
You don't go back and look at that stuff and laugh?
I mean, it could be funny. I don't really be on it like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like.
I'm sure we can put Charlamagne's compilation against Diddy's
Oh, we
compilation.
have a bunch. We put.
Yeah. I mean, I also don't do it because I know I'm bad at the game. I know I say like reckless stuff out my mouth that's just not maybe adding up to with somebody who's homophobic, but I'm not homophobic and I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I'm bad at the game, and it's probably hilarious. I would love to see it. I would love to see the video compilation.
It's hilarious.
50 came up here and he was giving you flack for the asking Fab to party. So he'll ask you to play the clip, man.
Yeah, play the clip. Go ahead.
I want you to party with me for your birthday, man.
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why do you and Fif just?
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not?
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fif. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see
Y'all can't
it,
see that he loves me?
But see,
You really, hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
Okay.
But why not? Y'all both passionate. Y'all both
I don't know. Yo, check this out. I don't know.
Like
I don't.
both the same.
No, we are not.
Okay.
We are not the same.
But I mean,
we are
as
not
far as
cut
the way
from the
you
same
guys
cloth.
work and work hard.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, I respect that. I don't never hit him with no, you know, nothing. I don't even think of no other man. Besides, if I'm thinking about another man, I'm thinking about uplifting. I'm not thinking about all that. All them gnats, you know, they can't really touch me. Y'all, at the end of the day, y'all see and y'all know what it is. Mm-hmm. You know, the track record. Y'all know the business acumen. Y'all know the community service. Y'all know what I'm about. You know, and when he does that, it's like funny to me. I don't really take it personal. I know he has a different sense of humor, and he's just not in my life. We don't have to never cross paths. And I will never say nothing negative about him, you know, because that's just not me.
It feels like something must have happened, though, like that we just don't know about behind the
He
scenes.
loves me.
That maybe a situation, a deal went bad.
Nah,
I don't know what it is.
Sometimes people that feel like they don't like you and they act like that, they really love you. Like I'm not like, you know, just saying it to say, you know. But I mean, it's something about me that has him on me all the time.
The leaked video really does show a private moment between 50 Cent and Meek Mill. It brings up serious legal concerns. Recording or sharing private talks without permission can lead to legal problems, including lawsuits for invading someone's privacy. This situation shows how complicated relationships in hip-hop can be. Artists often work together, but they also compete. That can lead to disagreements. The video offers a rare look at what happens behind the scenes. At its core, this issue is about trust. In the music business, artists count on close friends and partners. When that trust is broken, it can hurt both personally and professionally.
But I want to backtrack to a comment you told me earlier that caught my attention. You gave a shout out to the Pirus. I had no idea. You a Piru?
I was just playing when I said on Bloods and Crips, meaning like I'm serious. That was a kind of a joke, like on Bloods and Crips, because I was just joking. Yeah, that's why I was a joke. Yeah, that was a joke. Cause I said on Bloods and Crips, cause I was joking. Meaning like I'm so serious, I put it on everybody. Like,
but you actually a Piru, right? Because I know I came across an interview that Wack did, and you know he was very adamant about you being a Piru. I had no idea, man. That's something new to me, yo. I had no idea you was a Piru.
Well, since I was shit, I don't even remember, 4 or 5. I grew up in a neighborhood in Carson called Centerview, so that's where we grew up, and everybody adapts to the neighborhood that they from. So yeah, and now doing positive things with the gangs is crazy. Our new company, Gang Up, is a company that'll actually, I think, open up more opportunities than ever for every gang all over, with some of the stuff that we're gonna implement into this new campaign. So I really can't wait for everybody to see that. So they see that if you were affiliated or a part of a gang, or you know, are now, because you're young. Usually when you're gang banging, it's like from like 12 to like, I don't know, 18, and then you kind of go into college and have babies. But and it's instilled in you forever. But I think that with these new opportunities, that myself, Donut, and the new team that we're working on now, it'll definitely, I think, change where we are now in gangs and give them a new approach and something else to look forward to.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Salute to you for that, man. But you being a Piru, how did that come about? Did you get put on, or how did that work?
My neighborhood was Pirus, which is the P. But yeah, that part of Ray J and part of my world again is very small, in a sense of, if you're from out here, then you know what's up. If you're from anywhere else, you might be like, what the you get what I'm saying? And so it's a definitely a LA thing. Shout out to the Paru, shout out to the Blood, shout out to the Crips, shout out to the North Side, South Side, all my SA homies, for sure. Shout out to all the gangs.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to you for that. You know what I ain't know, man? I had no idea that you and Snoop, y'all was cousins.
Yeah, Snoop my cousin. We all from Mississippi. Everybody is from anywhere from Greenwood, Jackson, Macomb, and everywhere else up this block. We all been related. And you know, it hasn't been a super duper public thing over time, but I think it's getting more popular now. But my granddaddy used to take you know, Daz and Snoop's either mom or mom's sister or cousins to school way back before we was born. Like it stretches far back before us. So shout out to Snoop. Shout out to everybody in Mississippi, up the coast, up to 55 and on down.
So did you know the whole time that you and Snoop was cousins, or did you find out after both of y'all was famous?
Nah, hell nah. Snoop used to come pick me up, Snoop and Daz, when I was real, when like Brandy had her first album popping. I used to lie to Pops and tell him I'm about to do my homework somewhere down the street. Snoop and Daz used to pick me up, used to hide under the seat, used to take me to Can-Am every day. Yeah, this shit been going on for a hell of a long.
For stars like 50 Cent and Meek Mill, managing their public image is very important. Scandals and drama can damage their reputation and cause them to lose fans. This can affect music sales, deals, and tour income. Because of the leaked footage, both men are likely working hard to control the story and protect their brands.
How you feel about everything that's going on with Diddy right now?
It's just not okay. And, you know, when somebody is around somebody and we're counting on them to be one of our leaders in a space that we're all trying to get to, that's not acceptable to do. And it's not okay. I mean, it might be forgivable in the sense of a spiritual realm of life, or forgive everybody, but it's unforgettable. And that's where you just draw the line on friendship and hanging out and supporting and being cool. It's like, niggas, it's done, you know, and that's it.
Yeah, that video was out of pocket, man. It should never get to that point where you stumping a female, man.
It's not okay, man. And it's not something that niggas can just take lightly, you know? Cannot do that. Not okay. Niggas is not cool. Period.
You knowing Diddy personally, was you surprised when you seen that video?
Heartbreaking. And shameful. And unacceptable. I've never seen nothing like that. I've never seen nothing like that in the history of my life. So that's a new for me. I don't know what kind of demon you are, but you know, somebody need to motherfucking form an exorcism fast.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I mean, I'm still in disbelief about what I seen. To see him kicking her like that, man. Yeah, that was crazy, man.
There's no place in that. And for somebody like me or anybody to say what I'm saying, they better not have had something like that happen. You get what I'm saying? Because now they even put their whole self at risk with being honest. You know what I'm saying? It's like people watch these reality shows and you see certain people arguing and shit get a little tense, right, on reality, but there's a certain level of where you don't go. You get what I'm saying? And this and that just do not go together. It just doesn't. You can't compare this of, you know, a back and forth verbal, whatever it is, in a sense of having a disagreement, right? And even getting too loud at this point is not even okay. But that is way on another page of somebody yelling or screaming. That is not That's not humane.
You think it's over for him?
It's not about that. It's just about, you know, life in this industry goes on without certain people because their membership club is revoked. Their membership in the club is revoked. It's over. So you don't have room to make mistakes like that in the big club. You can't do that. You can't. It's inexcusable.
What you mean by that when you say his membership is revoked?
Meaning, if you threw a party tonight, the people on your invitation list, that club, the people that throw a party tomorrow or a foundation for, could be anything that has substance to it, right? It's no longer available for certain people to be invited to. Oh.
This situation also shows why privacy and consent matter so much in today's world. With smartphones and social media, private conversations can easily be shared without warning. This creates serious ethical and legal problems. Public figures like 50 Cent and Meek Mill face higher risks of being hacked or tricked online. That's why it's important for them to use strong cybersecurity to keep their personal and work lives safe.
When it comes to Biggie's murder, do you think Diddy should be held accountable?
No doubt. I didn't think that way, because I too was traumatized in a way, to be totally honest. When you pull somebody out the car and they done pissed and they done shit on themselves, and you got that dead weight in your hand, and you got to sit down there and tell this man mother, what you heard, what you saw, after this dude that lied to his mother. That's trauma, bro. I don't care how hard you is. And Biggie ain't the only dude that I've seen get murdered at a party, or being murdered. But he's the only one that I had to grab in my hands and carry and help put him on a gurney, a stretcher. He's the only one that I gotta constantly hear his music on the radio. He's the only one that I can't get Miss Wallace out of my mind when she grabbed both of my hands and said, I don't want to hear no more, with tears in her eyes, man. To have an experience like that for probably and arguably the world's greatest rapper of all time, that's crazy, bruh. So now, he's responsible for not having enough security. He's responsible for having Big there. He's responsible for not listening to security by telling them, if we go to this party, one of us gonna die tonight. Somebody gonna get killed tonight. They coming to kill us, Puff. I want these kids to know ain't no party that big. Ain't no party that good. Ain't no party you should go if you feel or you told that you may not go home. He owed Ms. Wallace. He owed Ms. Wallace. And I didn't feel that way at first until I heard it said on another YouTube show when Clark Kent said that Big told him the only reason he was going to that party.
Clip 6. As things calm down, there are lessons here for artists and fans. For artists, being honest and clear in their relationships with others builds trust. For fans, it's a reminder to be careful with rumors and gossip. Not everything online is true. This video has sparked talks about more than just these two rappers. Touches on the bigger world of hip-hop, where drama and mystery often surround the music. The story of this leaked video shows how fame in music can be both powerful and difficult to handle.
And Puff set it up for them to go.
And you said when you got Biggie out the car, he was what?
My man, he had urinated and he had shit on himself.
Wow, man. So with all that being said, what do you think should happen to Diddy for Biggie murder?
Like I said, I'm not the judge, I'm not the jury. I think that way back then, because of Arista Records and Bad Boy, knowing that there was threats, and you heard Puff lie a couple of times in the past. I didn't know, nobody told us, we was just young. You knew. You heard him lie as if you didn't know. And then he put his boys, Mark Pitts and Wayne Barrow, right over there in Miss Waller's ear. Whereas that she should have been filing a lawsuit against Clyde Davis and Arista and Bad Boy Records for the death of her son. Because they did not have the proper security for the Notorious Big. In the height of what was determined the East Coast, West Coast war in hip hop. So what they should do, it's too late for that now. What should happen? God got to decide that, bro.
Wow. Is there any charges they can put on Diddy for Biggie's murder?
No, they don't. They don't. They know, LAPD know who killed Big. They made a deal that those records will never be released in our time. We'll all be gone. All the people who was probably around there is 50 years. They sealed those records for 50 years. And then if they still seal them, and the 50 years come up, and the 50 years come time, that don't mean they got to release the records. Look what they did to John F. Kennedy. His files. The 50 years was up. What they went back and they closed it. They closed it back again.
The leaked video also raises questions about how the media handles private matters. While people are interested in the lives of celebrities, reporters must think carefully about what they share. It's important to respect people's privacy and avoid causing unnecessary harm, even when covering big stories.
It's over for him.
Oh, it is over for him. Come back to where? To be in the entertainment business? Listen to me, man. And I don't want to bring this guy's story up because it's old. And I know he's trying to live past it, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. Ray Rice, his wife, spit in his face. And he did what he did on that elevator. He ain't played one football game after that. Nowhere that I know of. He may have went overseas and played or something like that. I don't know that to be true. But he didn't play in the NFL, a hell of a running back. He ain't played not one down in the NFL after that. No endorsements. Nobody's going to have anything to do with old boy. And when they come out with this other stuff, he going to come back to work. I wouldn't be surprised if he do the ultimate sin, is suicide. Because bruh, he's such a narcissistic that he couldn't stand not being somewhere and not being seen. His whole life, his whole career was about him being seen in the public. It was about him, you know, taking everybody else's dreams and making them his. And now, him nor his kids would profit from anything from Bad Boy or Sean Puffy Combs again. His kids is gonna suffer behind this.
Wow, man, that's crazy to hear, man. And you knowing Diddy, you think it's a good chance he might take his life?
He was talking about taking his life at the City College thing. Yo, D Ferg, ASAP Ferg's father, say, yo, man, we gotta watch him, man. This nigga talking about killing himself. I say, so let him. If you're that weak, I said, let him. And he said, Eugene, why you say that? I said, man, listen to me, man. He ain't no good to nobody if he talking about hurting himself. His life don't belong to him. His life belong to God. What he should be trying to do right now is work his way towards God now, for real. And not that.
This story highlights the culture of fame in today's world. People are more focused than ever on celebrity drama and gossip. But the constant attention can take a toll on a person's mental health. Being in the spotlight all the time blurs the line between public and private life, and that can be very stressful.
Even, you understand, that's the true God. Because everything from what I know, since I've been around him, you know, everything that's going forward has been that of the devil. The drugs, the alcohol, the partying, everything has been of the devil. And he's been leading not only himself, our people, into some kind of damnation through his actions.
Yeah, I'm just in disbelief, man. I mean, to see his downfall. I mean, he's been on a long run, man. So, you know, to see this is crazy, man. I mean, how long has he been famous?
Nah, so you got to realize he didn't get his fame until after he made that, you know, remember, you got to remember this, Mighty. I said he made the atmosphere for Pac to die. He made the atmosphere for Big to die. He created the atmosphere, you understand, for Suge Knight to go to jail, because that's what came out of his mouth. So that didn't happen. His fame didn't really he didn't really come famous until after the death of Tupac and the Notorious Big, brother. So that's like 97. He went on that whole Bad Boy tour with the #1 song in the world, Missing You, where he stole the thing from Sting and the music from Source Money, the lyrics from Source Money. Didn't even want to pay that man his money. Waited all those years to pay that man his money. He was stealing people's dreams, man. He's the cause of a lot of people's death, and people ain't gonna see it the way I see it. But when you steal somebody's dreams, Black Rob probably could have changed his life. Probably could have changed the way he thought. Probably could have changed the way he was doing business if he wouldn't have stole G-Dep from him. If he would have treated Craig Mack in the correct way and not try to steal his music, use him in the way that he used Craig Mack to catapult the Notorious Big, Craig Mack's life could have been changed. If he would have never set up the atmosphere and had Big out there in California.
Still, this could be a moment where artists learn to protect themselves better. That means knowing their rights when it comes to privacy and consent, and having the tools to guard their personal and career information. Empowering artists like this helps them stay in control of their own stories.
If he wasn't trying to put the Bloods against the Crips, well, they was already against each other anyway, but use the Crips, maybe Tupac would have never had that altercation But if ands, and buts with candies and nuts, like I always say, Christmas will be every day. And I understand that. But he set up the atmosphere for a lot of people. Wolf set up the atmosphere between him and BMF. Come on, man. They say one day you got to pay the piper. That's why he getting that smoke.
Sauce Money, you brought his name up. He had an issue with Diddy?
For years, Sauce Money is the one who wrote that Missing You, bruh. The #1 song for a long, it was a #1 song on Billboard. I think he did more than Elvis or anybody. Probably Whitney Houston. But Whitney Houston's the only one did like Triple Diamond or something. But that Sauce Money was like the #1 song, and that's what catapulted him into stardom. He didn't pay Sauce Money for years. For years. And Sauce Money wouldn't say this, but I know this to be true. He did a diss song on Puff. Sent it to Jay-Z. Jay-Z called Puff and said, yo, my man, you don't want that diss song to come out about you. This is true story. I think Puff sent him $100,000 or something like that. And that was, but that could have been about 8 to 10 years after that came out. You know how much money he made and show money and everything he did on that? It's crazy.
Finally, this incident shows why accountability and openness are important in the music industry. Artists, managers, and media need to act responsibly, especially when their choices affect other people's lives and careers. By supporting honesty and fairness, the industry can become safer and more respectful for everyone involved.